Hello, my name is Russell Myers. Welcome to Issues Unite. So, yesterday my daughter graduated from high school. I could not be more proud of this girl. So, she graduated Honor Society and, pretty much all straight A's. And so, there were some things that I didn't know or had not actually really thought about until yesterday with one of the keynote speakers that pointed out a few things. I have several times mentioned just how difficult and how much empathy I have for the young people, the students, especially teenagers that have gone through the past year. But she pointed out that the high school my daughter graduated from is one of the top 100 high schools in the United States. That is a magnet school, so my daughter graduated with Honor Society, a magnet school, one of the top 100 high schools in the United States. This particular school has had so much difficulty. This class that she graduated in has gone through so much difficulty. Their very first year, a major part of the school burned down, causing students to have to commute long distances, keep long hours riding the bus and what have you. Everything making it just more difficult on them. And the school's rankings, rather than declining, they rose to the challenge and became one of the top 100 high schools in the United States. This is, I've said many times that I'm very happy with the choice that she and my ex made in choosing this school. There have been other people that have talked about other magnet schools in the area, but none have been quite the same as this school, and I'm very happy that this is where she went. But just in general, when you consider, there are a lot of people talking about, wanting to open up the schools and all this stuff, and distance learning, and just complaining about everything. The thing I've had my own concerns about the social development of teenagers, not so much the academic part. To me, I think distance learning can be better in some ways for academic performance. I mean, if the kids form online study groups and things like that, then, and if their families are involved, you don't have to worry about the academic part. You actually have less stress being placed on teenagers because of peer pressure and trying to fit in with the wrong crowd. Yeah, so that's not my concern, the social development, but kids are adaptable. Young people are adaptable, far more than their parents and the people that comment on these things. And these are people that are just rigid in their mentality. We all go through different parts of our lives where, we have more or less or differing or changing social needs. So these kids will develop their social skills. They may not be quite the same as previous generations. But a lot of that I consider to be a good thing. The younger people are much more accepting of those that are different. You know, from gay, straight, male, female, differing, sexual identities, different social identities, religions, etc. These kids adapt and they accept one another far better than previous generations. This past year has been a challenge for them. It's been very difficult, and I know it. But these children that are growing up and graduating, that have gone through this year, have shown an amazing amount of resilience, adaptability. Most of the problems, emotional problems that they have experienced, I generally tend to think have been imposed upon them by the fixations of the adults around them. Let the kids decide for themselves who they want to be, who they want to be around, what they want to do. You give children a challenge, you give them something to accomplish, and in general, they're going to accomplish it. Give them a motivation, and they will go, and they will get there. You know, not even all the children that, you don't always have to be at the top of the class. I mean, that's preferable. But a lot of people that were not at the top of their class went on to accomplish great things. And we need to recognize that. It all depends on what the motivation and circumstances of a person's life are at the time. So, I am absolutely proud of my daughter for adapting and achieving so much. And I know that she is going to go on to achieve even more. That's just who I believe she is. She's never been a problem, and of course she might be like me and grow up and make up for that. I don't know. I hope not. I hope she doesn't get into some of the trouble I've gotten into. Yeah, but even at that, it depends on what you do with it, as long as it's not too severe. Even getting into some minor problems, that's a personal challenge. It's a personal growth, development, whatever. I mean, we've all, as adults, we've all done things that maybe we shouldn't have. But we got past it. It's whether you get past it that matters. All problems are whether you get past them. Whether you use them to grow or you use them as a crutch. As long as you're not using it as a crutch, then you take the problems, you get through it, you keep going. So, I'm proud of my daughter. I am proud of all of the young people that have survived this past year and are still surviving right now with all of the social disruptions and the economic disruptions, etc. They have faced a lot of uncertainty, and they have forged through this with flying colors. So, don't look down on these kids. They are a force to be reckoned with. These kids that adapt They are the future of this country, of this planet. Not only in this country, across the world. All that they've gone through across the planet have shown just how well they can survive and continue and come out of it without hate and prejudice. And they will just keep going with acceptance for one another. This is the future of our world, if we allow it. Of course, I expect, they will have roadblocks thrown in their way by older generations. I know that's going to happen. You know that's going to happen. We all know that is going to happen. But we need to do what we can to stop those roadblocks as much as we can. Be proud of these kids. Whether your own children or grandchildren are top of the class in a magnet school, in a top 100 school, or in just your normal local high school with average grades, no matter what. Look at what they have survived through. Look at who they are developing into and how they are going to forge the future of the United States and the world. I love my daughter more than I can say, and I've said it so many times. I've always said how proud I am of her, and things like this, I can't say it makes me more proud of her, because I'm always been proud of her. But this quantifies a lot of that pride in her. So when I talk about how good she is, this is an example. But look at your own kids and what they can accomplish within their own circumstances, and etc. Stop knocking young people. Be proud of them. Cheer for them. Help them along. And help me to fight against the system that they are walking into, which is going to try and do all that it can to hold them back. We can't let that happen. We need to be fighting now for these kids' futures, for what they can accomplish without all those obstructions. All right. Please, well, you don't need to share this video. It's too personal. But please click like, subscribe to this channel, and if you can, donate $1 a month to help expand the channel. And I will catch you in the next one.